Hey everyone, what's up? Josh here, and I'm probably gonna disappoint you a little bit, or surprise you maybe, because this video isn't gonna be what you expected. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna draw, and yeah, we're gonna talk about some essential skills for artists, but this is not going to be about line control, values, edges, contrasts, or any of the fundamentals of art. Today's video is going to be more about personal skills that it takes to be successful as an artist. And these are the skills that cause probably 80% or more of artists to fail at their dream of being an artist full time. So get ready, this might hurt a little. All right, so first up, you need the call to be an artist. Now, that doesn't sound like a skill, but it really is. But without the call to be an artist, you aren't going to make it as a professional. Sorry for that really tough advice, but you really do need the call to be an artist because there are better options out there for making money. And sometimes it really sucks to be an artist. So if you don't love it, nothing is going to pull you through all of those horrible days to the other side. You'll quit, you'll give up, and that's all right. That just means you didn't find the call yet. But I said it was a skill, and it really is, because you can make the decision to love your work. That sounds strange, right? This is something that it took me forever to figure out in relationships. So I may or may not have been in former not great relationships. And something that I learned through those failed relationships is that you can make the decision to feel a certain way about a certain person, and you can do the same thing about a career. So if you really like being an artist, that's not good enough, but you can decide to love being an artist. So that's a whole lot of the negative. Here's something a little more positive. When you do decide to love what you do, loving it helps you have fun with that thing. The best example I can give was in an interview that I read, and I mentioned it in another video, which I'll put somewhere up there. But the best climbers on the mountain are the ones having the most fun on the mountain. And this skill of deciding to love your work, of deciding to follow the call, this is how you have the most fun. This is how you do it. So yeah, number one, the call to be an artist and the love of being an artist, because like I said, there are better jobs out there for money. Money is a byproduct of getting to do what you love full time. It is not what you should chase as an artist. All right, second skill that you're really going to need to develop is confidence in yourself. Now, when I say confidence, I don't mean ego, I don't mean grandstanding, but confidence as in really trusting yourself. You have to trust that you're able to learn, that you're able to grow, and that you really have what it takes to take the next steps. Now, this is a skill because you have to develop that trust. And the best ways to develop that trust, to build confidence in yourself, really comes down to good habits. And I say habits because when you develop a habit, you're making a promise to yourself that you're going to do something hard or challenging. Maybe not hard. Hard is probably not the right word to use, but you're going to do something challenging every day. So what's something small and challenging that you can do every day that helps you build trust in your abilities? My good friend and personal mentor, Chris Bevan, has done daily art, just a little bit of daily art every day for the past 10 plus years. So daily art challenges are a great way to build trust in yourself. The next thing is follow through. So you really got to finish what you start. And that's a great way to learn how to keep your word to do something. If you find that you've got a whole lot of unfinished projects, you're really deteriorating trust in yourself. Now, I've been guilty of dropping the ball on this YouTube channel specifically several times over the past year. I made promises to myself and even to my audience that I was going to release a certain amount of videos every day, or every week, sorry. Every day, geez, no. But I've made promises that I couldn't keep, and it really hurt my confidence. So I am stepping back those promises, and I am going to release videos regularly. I'm trying to find that consistent schedule that works for me and this channel. So yeah, confidence, consistency, follow through, those are all related to the same skill of building confidence in yourself. And they really, like, why is this important though? Because love will only get you so far. Sometimes it does take grit. So when that calling seems to be a really distant memory, you're going to need habit over discipline. So habit is way more important than discipline, but you're going to need that habit to show up and do what you said you were going to do, because not every day is going to be fun. And building that trust and consistency in yourself lets you know that you can overcome challenges, and you start to develop the habit of enjoying the challenges, and that's going to get you through the tough days. Skill number 3, being able to set priorities. Yeah, priorities. Not everyone can do that, but this is absolutely essential. If you want to be a professional, it helps to have a mission to be a professional. Now, this is not a mission to have nice things, to have a AAA job, to have a fully booked schedule. This is a mission to do, or a mission to be something. So this is a mission that keeps on going. And I've talked about this, the different types of goals that you can have in another video. I expand on that quite a bit. But having this mission gives you a filter. This mission helps you pick what you're going to sacrifice. And a mission to do art professionally really helps you fulfill a need. It helps you fulfill that love for your craft, and it helps you focus and make sacrifices. So the mission becomes your filter for your priorities. And setting priorities is really a necessary skill that we all need to continue to develop over time. And part of that, being able to set priorities, means that you have to accept that you will sacrifice for what you love. And that is the point. If you don't sacrifice for what you love, then you'll never achieve what you love. And if you're aiming to achieve a lifestyle where you get to make art every day, it's not going to be easy. You're going to have to sacrifice something. Personally, I found that a really good first sacrifice is consuming social media. Now, that's just an idea, but you're going to have to give up something. Maybe that's binge watching TV. Maybe that's video games. Maybe that's social media. But the sacrifice, whenever you're in pursuit of a goal to do something you love every day and get paid for it, that mission will help you hyper focus. And while we're on this idea of mission and priorities, one of your priorities should probably be completely immersing yourself in art, whatever your art might be. So watch YouTube videos on your art, listen to podcasts about your art, make a bunch of friends who also practice the same type of art. Now, immersing yourself deep within your art and the community surrounding your art really helps you with the next essential skill for artists. You have to have a belief in your art. So not just confidence in yourself, but specifically a belief that your art is worth paying for, that your art has value, real monetary value. Because if you don't believe this, what's the point? You have to believe this. If you can't get what you're asking for your art monetarily, then go back to the previous confidence in yourself to start to get better. Even the decision to do free work or not charge is a decision in itself. You've decided that your work isn't worth paying for. Now, I never do free work for other people. I do it for myself. My creative resources are reserved for paying clients and myself, because I can't pay myself except by really doing the things I enjoy, like making art. Now, part of this belief in your art is really developing your creativity as well. So again, immerse yourself in your art, but also really learn how to see everything around you as art. Develop your imagination. Learn storytelling. Learn everything you can to strengthen your creative muscles, because it is a muscle. And it's a muscle that, if it atrophies, can actually turn really toxic. So unexpressed creativity is something that you never want to have. Learn to express your creativity, develop an artistic eye, learn storytelling, do everything you can to help your art have more impact. Now, speaking of impact, skill number 4, I think we're on 4. Yeah, skill number 4 is people skills. Actually, this might be number 5. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Now, people skills is a really broad category, but there are a few things that are really worth digging into. Now, before I dig into those few things though, let's talk about why people skills are really important. People skills are important because you can't do anything in life without other people to help you. We'll dig into that more here in just a minute, but I really want to drive that point home. That is so important and so overlooked. So, what are the specific people skills you need? Empathy. Empathy helps you understand other people. And being able to understand other people helps you communicate better, not only with the people you encounter, but it helps you communicate better in your art. Empathy is also the real foundation for effective marketing. Now, marketing is sometimes considered a dirty word for artists, especially. I don't care what you think about that. Marketing is important, and if done ethically and responsibly with care for other people, see Seth Godin and Derek Sivers for great examples of that. Marketing is a wonderful thing. Next people skill important thing to develop is belief in your clients. So you have to believe that your customers are out there, or your clients are out there, that buyers are out there for you, and you have to believe that you can find them. You also have to believe that they can pay what you're worth. So I keep saying go back to former sections because they're all really interconnected here. But if you need a refresher on this, go back to that belief in your art as a sort of kick in the pants to trust that your work is worth something and that people will pay for it. The next little subsection of people skills here is networking skills. Now, I'm an introvert. I don't like putting myself out there in front of a bunch of people. When I'm recording videos, for instance, I know that this is going out to a much broader audience, but I'm talking to one person. That's what's in my head, is one person, you, sitting right in front of me. But networking is important, even for introverts like me, and possibly you. So when I say networking, I don't mean collecting business cards. What I mean is building real and strong relationships. And the best way to do that is to ask yourself in every situation where you meet new people, what's in it for them? That is truly the best way to build quality relationships. You try to help everyone you can get what they want. And if you do that, you will have a very strong, very robust network in no time. Just add 1 or 2 people per week to your network and keep in touch with them. And then you will have a large network of strong relationships, maybe not best friends, but strong relationships that you can fall back on anytime you need. So I already mentioned this earlier, but the reason people skills is getting such an emphasis here is because no matter what you do in life, it takes other people to succeed. Now, whether those other people are giving you a job, yeah, people control whether you get hired or not, whether they're your coworkers working right alongside you, or whether they're buying what you're trying to sell, it always takes other people to succeed. So do not neglect developing people skills. And that was number 5. Yeah, I figured that out because I know what number 6 is. Number six is money management. Now, this is another one that people don't like to talk about, and it's one that I've actually been least comfortable offering advice on until pretty recently. And I'm still really not going to offer too much advice here, except to say you need to develop money management skills. This is one of those things that I don't understand why they don't teach it in elementary school. Like we should be like hammered with money management education from a very early age. So like I said, I'm actually really not comfortable offering advice on this, so I'm going to keep it simple and say that if you want some resources, hop on the internet. There are tons of people out there who offer advice on money, but these are the things that personally I wish I knew earlier. So the first thing is really, if you don't understand money, other people are going to take advantage of that, especially banks and creditors. So really, that's like point number 1. If you're not going to develop good money habits, if you don't understand money, people will prey on you. Don't let that happen. Point number 2, make a budget and use your budget and be really consistent with your budget. I'm not going to tell you how to make a budget. I'm not going to tell you which budgeting app is best for you. I use a spreadsheet, and I'm very hands-on with my money, even whenever I'm using a card. I'm very hands-on with my money. I'm not saying that's right for you, but it works for me and my family. Third point, get and keep an emergency fund. If you don't have one, focus here first. Actually, this falls into the money advice sort of realm here, so I'm sorry for that, but I'm still going to preach on this one for just a second. You need to have at least 1 month's of base expenses stashed away, and you need to do that as quickly as you possibly can. That should be your very, very, very first priority whenever it comes to getting your finances in order. Now, this is for a couple of reasons. 1, so that you've got that fallback. 2, for the real mental security there. Like, if you know you've got a month's worth of your expenses stashed away, you can breathe a little. The next piece of advice here is to really avoid debt if you can. And if you have debt, get out of it now if you haven't avoided it. That took a while for my family to get through, but finally there. Hooray. Yeah. That being said, you can build credit while also avoiding debt, but I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not going to dig really deep into that one. Now, the reason debt management comes after the emergency fund, even with the interest rate argument and all of that fun stuff is because the emergency fund is what keeps you from going more into debt in case of emergencies. And I think the last real piece of advice that I wish I'd known earlier is that you should really plan for your retirement if you're an independent contractor. And the earlier you start, the easier it is. Once you know that you have that security there, you can breathe easy knowing that your financial future is secure. There we go. Got it out. Yeah, that's about it for now, I think. All of these skills combined will really help you take your art and your art skills that we didn't talk about. It helps you take that into the world in a way that gets you paid. So, quick recap. Skill number one, decide to love what you do. If you want to do art professionally, you have to love it. There are no guarantees being an artist professionally, and there are better paying jobs out there than being an artist. So love is what makes you want to do it all the time, and that's why you should pursue a professional art career. Not for the money. You just want to get paid to do art so you can keep doing art more. That's why you pursue a career in art. Number two, confidence in yourself. So good habits and follow through help you build trust with yourself and do what needs to be done when the hard days inevitably and eventually show up. Number three, the ability to prioritize and sacrifice for your mission. If you don't set your own priorities, other people are going to do that for you, and that means you will not get to be a professional artist because no one wants other people to express their own creativity when they could pay you to help express theirs, right? Yeah. Number something. You have to have belief in your art, belief that your art has real value and it's worth paying for. That was number four. Yeah. Number five, people skills. Lots and lots and lots and lots of people skills because it takes people to be successful in anything you do. And number six, money skills, because understanding money helps you live with more security, and not understanding money makes you an easy target for predators like banks. So this video probably is not what you were expecting for a video about essential skills for artists, but they're all really crucial to your future success as an artist. So on that note, I hope you found this video useful. But if you didn't, what's a not art skill for artists that I missed? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to get more art and introspection like this, make sure you like and subscribe. Those are really the two best ways to show me that you want more stuff like this. So thank you for your support. And until next time, keep drawing, painting, writing, singing, or dancing your hearts out. And we will talk soon.